change starts from the spiritual. Our God is a God of change. God desires change. And most of the time, God himself inspires and orchestrates change. He changes men. He changes people. He changes things. He changes events. He changes situations to suit his divine purpose. Someone said that change is the only constant thing in life. And let me tell you, if you are not ready to catch up with change, it's going to leave you behind. You know why? Because change is inevitable. And also, many a times, we do not realize that the change that we desire, many times we desire changes, we desire things in our lives, and most of the time, the change that we desire, the change we are looking for, is a process. And most of the time, we don't realize that the process had begun. The process had started. And the things that are happening, the people you meet, the situations around you, how things are connecting one to another is a result of the change that God had already desired and ordered for. And often a time, we may not like the change. We may not like how the change is coming on. But then once it starts and God is behind it, it becomes unstoppable. Also, let me tell you that if God orders for a change, He's going to pay for it. And because He ordered for a change in Israel, you remember the nation of Israel? God ordered for a change there. They needed a king, and David was the chosen one. But as this time when the change was ordered by God, David was unprepared, David was immature, David was not ready for the throne, and Saul became the alternative. He was chosen, David was chosen, but he was still learning the process and the principles and what it takes to lead God's people. I want to tell somebody who God has chosen to be a leader, and you are hearing me today, that until you master the art of shepherding a flock of sheep, God is not going to anoint and ordain and appoint you to shepherd his people. Are you a leader? Are you someone chosen by God? Are you someone that is ordained for change? And until God's appointed time for change arrives, Saul will remain in power. Until God's time for change arrives, Saul will become the preferred one. Not because he's the chosen one, but because he's the one available. Listen to me. The throne is not for Saul. The throne of Nigeria is not for Saul. The throne of your state is not for Saul. But when the desired becomes unavailable, the available becomes the desired. Probably you are the one that God is waiting for. And I want to encourage you, you that you are hearing me, you that you are listening to this broadcast, let us prepare for a change. Because we are in a season of change in Nigeria. I can feel it. I have seen it. That a change is coming to Nigeria. A change is coming to Africa. A change is coming to our world. And some of these changes are brought on by pen and paper. Some of these changes are inspired by men, but a few of these changes are inspired and orchestrated by God himself. Listen to me. Some of these changes are conceived in the place of prayer, while some of these changes are conceived by people in a meeting room and a place of dialogue. I'm talking to you now. A change is coming. It's coming to your life, coming to your family, coming to Nigeria, coming to Africa. And this change is born in a place of vehement prayers. Men have labored, men have prayed, men have cried, and God has placed this burden for change in their hearts. Has he placed it in your heart? Are you thinking like Mary, how shall these things be? this thing that God is placing in my heart for Nigeria, this vision and burden that God is placing in my heart for Africa, how is it going to come to pass? I want to tell you what the angel said to Mary. The Spirit of the Lord will come upon you. The power of the Most High will overshadow you. And God himself will perfect what he has started in Nigeria. Welcome to a new Nigeria. Welcome to a new season. Welcome to a new Africa. Welcome to Nigeria at 63. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. God bless everyone hearing this broadcast today. I love you all. Bye for now.